Palestinian leaders had called on their people to take to the streets on Friday, but by midday, protests had erupted around the world. In Indonesia, the most populous Muslim country, demonstrators in the capital Jakarta gathered in solidarity to denounce Trump's decision. In Kuala Lumpur and neighboring Malaysia, thousands of protesters held placards with a clear message: Jerusalem is not America's to give away. Earlier, Malaysia's Prime Minister Najib Razak highlighted his government's opposition to the US president's decision. In Indian-occupied Kashmir, similar scenes of solidarity from a people who are also struggling for freedom. And outrage against what many see as an affront on one of the world's holiest sites. In Egypt, thousands gathered at the main mosque of Al-Azhar in the capital, Cairo. And students at the American University of Cairo, as well as other universities, voiced their outrage too. Despite it being illegal to demonstrate under what many see as the autocratic rule of President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi, young Egyptians still protested in another sign of just how unpopular Trump's decision is. Turks in Istanbul protested almost as soon as the US president finished his speech on Wednesday, and thousands amassed again on Friday. Their anger is clear. Jerusalem is not just a red line for Palestinians, but for millions around the world. While protesters in other countries were allowed to express themselves freely, Palestinians living under Israeli occupation were attacked by Israeli soldiers when they tried to make their voices heard. In the illegally occupied West Bank, tear gas and rubber-coated steel bullets were fired at protesters who fended off the assault with stones and pebbles. Israel's claim to Jerusalem is based on a belief dating back more than 2,000 years that God granted it to Jews. And while Jerusalem has been under Israeli control since 1967, the United Nations considers Israel's presence there illegal. International law states the city is an Arab one, which Israel has no right over. The anger expressed worldwide is because of what is perceived as an attempt by Donald Trump to legitimize Israel's illegal occupation. Jamal Al-Shayal, Al Jazeera.